destroy Morrell is hell for a lot of people at 168.
The African Assassin Agbeko.
En mi momento, en mi tiempo, y es hora de hacer lo que muchos pensaron que no iba a hacer.
You have to have plan A, plan B, plan C. I feel like I've been preparing for him for the whole year.
Yo me preparo para mí, yo no me preparo para nadie, que ellos se preparen para mí. He hablado demasiada mierda, defendí mucho a mi equipo y por eso lo voy a castigar y bien feo. O sea, normalmente no pienso así, pero esta vez mi mentalidad va así.
Ultimately, I feel that he has more pressure on him. Whether I win or lose will be dependent on me, not him.
David Morrell!
Everything, I'm ready, like, it's my idea, it's my time, I'm great.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to Minneapolis, Minnesota as Premier Boxing Champions presents our official weigh-in for tomorrow's exciting night of boxing from the historic Armory. It is all brought to you by TGB Promotions, Warriors Boxing, and Showtime. Sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. Now, before we get to our main card, we will begin our weigh-in with the Showtime Countdown Prelims that will be going on at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific on the Showtime Sports YouTube page tomorrow night. Our first bout on that card is 6 rounds in the light heavyweight division. Introducing first with 23 victories, including 15 wins by knockout, opposite of 12 defeats. From Lynn, Massachusetts, by way of Barranquilla, Colombia, here is Alex El Príncipe Terán. And now we introduce his opponent with a record of 13 victories and just 1 blemish, representing San Bernardino, California. Here is Lawrence King. And now first up onto the scale, we welcome once again out of Colombia, Alex El Príncipe Terán. 182.4 for El Príncipe. And now we welcome his opponent stepping onto the scale once again out of San Bernardino, California, Lawrence King. One 182.2 pounds for King. Six rounds tomorrow night. Our first bout on the Showtime Countdown Prelims. Alex El Príncipe Terán taking on Lawrence King. And now we continue on with our weigh-ins, 8 rounds in the middleweight division. First up to the stage with 8 victories, including 6 wins by knockout and just 2 defeats. Representing Maple Grove, Minnesota, here is Cruz, the Hitman Stewart. And now we welcome his opponent with 17 victories, 6 wins by knockout, opposite of 3 defeats and 1 draw. Representing Wilmington, Delaware, here is Kyron Shut It Down Davis. First one onto the scale, once again, right here out of Minnesota, Cruz, the Hitman Stewart. 160 on the dot, 160 for Stewart. And now stepping onto the scale, his opponent, once again, the hard-hitting Chiron. Shut it down, Davis. 161.4, 161.4 for Davis. Tomorrow night, 8 rounds, middleweight division. Cruz the Hitman Stewart against Chiron. Shut it down, Davis. And now we move to 8 rounds in our super lightweight division. First up to the stage with a record unblemished, 11 victories, 6 wins by knockout, no defeats. Representing Stockton, California, here is Hector Madera. And now introducing his opponent, also undefeated, 21 victories with 10 wins by knockout. Representing Las Vegas, Nevada by way of Dominican Republic. He is the former super lightweight champion of the world. Here is Alberto Puello. And now first up onto the scale, once again the undefeated Hector Madera. 143.2, 143.2 for Madera. And now we welcome the former champion, Alberto Puello. $144.6, $144.6 for Puello. Our third bout on the Showtime Countdown prelims in the super lightweight division. Hector Madera taking on Alberto Puello. Our Showtime Countdown prelims start tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific on the Showtime Sports YouTube page. You don't want to miss this one. All right, I will now turn things over to Hall of Fame announcer Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, indeed a very good afternoon to you, and we welcome you as Premier Boxing Champions continues with our official weigh-in for Showtime Championship Boxing's grand finale, taking place at the Armory tomorrow night here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Well, fans, our opening attraction on Showtime Championship Boxing features a rematch showdown 11 years in the making. Join me in welcoming the fighters to the stage at this time. First, from Winter Haven, Florida, please welcome the former WBC and IBF welterweight champion of the world, Andre Berto. And his opponent, represents and proudly hails from Gilroy, California. He's a former two-division champion of the world, Robert the Ghost Guerrero. And our fighters are getting ready to step onto the scale. This is a 10-round special attraction in the catchweight division in between 147 and 154. First, ladies and gentlemen, with a record of 32-5 with 24 knockouts, he's the former Olympian and acclaimed welterweight champion of the world, Andre Berto. £148.25 for Andre Berto. 148.25. And now with a record of 37-6-1 with 20 knockouts, the esteemed former featherweight and junior lightweight champion of the world, Robert the Ghost Guerrero. Same weight for his opponent, 148.25 for Robert Guerrero. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it opens up our Showtime Championship Boxing Grand Finale program. 10 rounds of boxing, catchweight special attraction. Robert the Ghost Guerrero versus Andre Berto. There they are, ladies and gentlemen, a battle 11 years in the making, a rematch between two former great and esteemed world champions. All right, fans, here we go. Premier Boxing Champions continues with the official weigh-in for another rematch. It's a world title eliminator on the line in a rematch, another rematch for the evening. At this time, join me in welcoming the fighters to the stage. First, from Los Mochis, Sinaloa, Mexico, by way of Renton, Washington, the exciting southpaw contender. Please welcome Jose El Rayo Valenzuela. And his opponent proudly joins us from Brooklyn, New York, his longtime home, the former WBA interim super flyweight champion, primetime Chris Colbert. Well, fans, let's bring our fighters to the scale at this time. Weight limit is 135 pounds for the interim WBA lightweight world title eliminator. First to the scale, his record 12-2 with 8 knockouts. He's the exciting WBA number 9 ranked lightweight contender, El Rayo, Jose Valenzuela. Jose Valenzuela weighs in at a ready 134 pounds, 134. And now from Brooklyn, New York, 17-1 with 6 knockouts, WBA number 7 ranked lightweight contender, the former WBA interim super featherweight champion, primetime Chris Colbert. £134.5 for Chris Colbert, 134.5.
Jose, we're ready. We're ready. We're ready.
There they are, ladies and gentlemen. Let me make this clear. This is for a rematch. A rematch for the WBA Lightweight World Title Eliminator. Prime time. Chris Colbert versus Jose El Rayo Valenzuela. Clearly, our weigh-in audience is charged up for this night of boxing. Every single fight is going to be a great one. And now, Premier Boxing Champions proudly presents the official weigh-in for the featured attraction of the evening, brought to you by TGB Promotions, Warriors Boxing, and Showtime. Well, fans, it's time to bring out our fighters for the WBA Super Middleweight Championship of the World. First, please welcome the challenger. Fighting out of Nashville, Tennessee, by way of Accra, Ghana. Here is, and please welcome the world-ranked contender known as the African Assassin, Sena Agbeko. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the defending world champion making his way to the stage, proudly fighting out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, by way of Cuba. Here is the undefeated WBA Super Middleweight Champion of the World, David Morrell. Now we invite our fighters to the scale. The weight limit, a very strict 168 pounds, as this is for the WBA Super Middleweight Championship of the World. First, here is the challenger with a record of 28-2 with 22 knockouts. The knockout artist making his first attempt at a world title, the African Assassin, Sena Agbeko. £167, 167 for Sena Agbeko, the African Assassin. And now, with a record of 9 wins, no losses, 8 wins coming by way of knockout, making the 5th defense of his title, the undefeated rising star of boxing, the WBA Super Middleweight Champion of the World, David Morrell. £167.5 pounds, 167.5 for the defending world champion, David Morrell. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. The last time they'll face each other until they meet in the center of the ring for the main event of the evening. Two hard-hitting yet respectful world-class fighters. The champion, David Morrell. The challenger, the African assassin, Sena Agbeko. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our official weigh-in for today. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow at the Armory here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, in Showtime Championship Boxing's grand finale.
And now Morrell crushing this contest. Seek and destroy. Morrell is hell for a lot of people at 168.
The African assassin, Agbeko.
En mi momento, en mi tiempo, y es hora de hacer lo que muchos pensaron que no iba a hacer.
You have to have plan A, plan B, plan C. I feel like I've been preparing for him for the whole year.
Yo me preparo para mí, yo no me preparo para nadie, que ellos se preparen para mí. Ha hablado demasiada mierda, ofendió mucho a mi equipo y por eso lo voy a castigar y bien feo. O sea, normalmente no pienso así, pero esta vez mi mentalidad va así.
Ultimately, I feel that he has more pressure on him. Whether I win or lose will be dependent on me, not him.
David Morrell!
Everything, I'm ready, like, it's my idea, it's my time, I'm great.